Hi, beautiful people. It's Miss P, and today I'm going to talk about 50s fashion. This month was September 2024, was National Sewing Month, and Simplicity.com designated it like they kind of had a not quite a challenge, but they suggested that you take a stitch in time and pick a decade that you really love and make something that or just that speaks to you and make something that really kind of reflects that. My decision was to make Vogue 1979. I will put it here. And yeah, so as you can see, this is a slimline 1950s. When I think about 1950s, I think about the big poodle skirts and I think about the sock hops and sodas and the leather jackets and things like that. But I also think about the classics, actors and actresses like Pearl Bailey and Dorothy Dandridge, Eartha Kitt, Ruby Dee, people like that you see here, that just kind of embodied that kind of glamour of the 1950s, where they really were sexy, and the makeup was super simple. Like you didn't like coming out of the 20s and 30s, makeup was kind of quite a bit heavier, but by the end of the 1950s, things got sheerer. The heavy eye makeup around the eyes got much more subdued. Lip colors were bold and bright, like you would see deep saturated reds and corals, and depending on your skin color, you would have colors that really kind of popped. And so, yeah, that really speaks to me because when I do my makeup, I want it very simple. My main thing that I can't leave the house with, everybody has something. The main thing I won't leave the house with is lipstick. I have a friend who won't leave without eyeliner or mascara, and I have a friend who will not leave without her eyebrows done. So everybody has a thing that they just want a little extra, oomph. So when I think of the 50s, that's what I think of. I think of that classic Audrey Hepburn kind of silhouette. And the 50s went through quite a bit of change. It was a decade of change. They're coming out of, that war era. They're very conscious about materials and spending and the kinds of designs that they're making. Women had been liberated. It was just like, well, caveat, they were been somewhat liberated. And they were also reaching back into their femininity after a time when a lot of women had taken on very masculine jobs. They were kind of reaching back to try and find this feminine mystique, kind of. Some women were also just kept on trying to do the jobs that they had been doing when the men were away. So yeah, so that was kind of the reason that I picked it, is just because there was so much diversity and I really enjoyed the look of it. I remember from when I was very little, I really enjoyed looking. I used to watch Happy Days. Initially, I was going to do pattern 8875, Vogue pattern 8875. I'll show that here. This pattern, as you can see, has a fuller view, with the over jacket, with the matching lapel, which I thought was really cute. On the cover of the pattern, I thought it was really nice, but it just didn't kind of fit me because, like, when I looked at the real view, I'll insert that here too, it kind of looked like a bathrobe, and I know that has to do with the fabric you choose, but there wasn't enough fullness in the bottom for me, and I didn't want to figure out how to add that at this time. So yeah, so I decided to do this dress, and I'm really happy with it. I really feel like it captures that, late 1950s transitional period where things were like fitted and really really was conscious of how the body was made. So yeah, I just wanted to stop in real quick and share my stitch in time video. And as you can see, I have on another vintage hat don't know what era it's from. I know it's really old. I just can't remember. It's not dated inside, so I don't know what year it's from. I would think probably 1930s or 40s. It's hard because with pill box hats, in the certain eras they wore them differently. You know, if you wear it like that, that's more like the 40s, you know, where they wore it kind of like that. In the 60s they would wear it kind of in the back of the head, you know. So like, yeah, depending on where you wear a pillbox hat, it could be from any point in time. Sometimes the lace will give it away or the kind of decorations on it, but I just like them. I don't know all the history. Maybe one day I'll figure it out, but anyway, so here's me in the dress. I hope you like it, and yeah. So thank you for joining me for a Stitch in Time video, my contribution to National Sewing Month. And I would love to see what you did. So if you've made anything for this month, for this particular challenge, let me know. And yeah, let me know what you think about vintage clothing, about style, about pattern making, about making your own vintage stuff. If you have a favorite era, let me know. So yeah, like and subscribe if you would like to like and subscribe. And I'll see you next time. Thank you.